tapping, gently rapping here.
Okay. He's doing something important. I need to get.
All right.
Do we allow comments on the size of anybody's hands, or that's?
Stacy's not here? Shoot.
Anytime you're ready, sir.
Okay,
I would like to call this meeting to order. If we could have the Honorable John Camara lead us in the flag salute, please. Everybody, place your right hand over your heart and repeat after me.
I
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Secretary, can we have roll call of the
Yeah,
executive board members,
I was trying to
please?
pull out that thing when you guys decided to do that, so you get ahead of me all the time. Then I gotta.
All right, go ahead and do it. George Thomas, I'm here. Howard Benjamin.
Hold on a minute.
Howard Benjamin's here. I can see him.
Got a few of these.
Joseph Lazarovitz.
is here.
Here.
I'm seeing him with my own two eyes.
He's here.
Jeanette Hopp is here.
Yes.
So that is 4 out of the 5 executors, and
We have a
we have a
quorum.
quorum, we can conduct business.
Okay, so we got
All right, moving on, comments from the chair. We do have a lot of stuff to get through, so if we want to argue about it, let's do that next Wednesday. Public comment, I'm going to leave that to the end because we need to get through all this stuff unless there's a specific thing you guys want to speak on, and then just wait till that. Secretary's report. Jeanette Hopp.
I didn't bring it with me. I hear that there's some complaining by Daniel Luna. I have forwarded them to Q twice, but he didn't check his email. He expected it to come from my VNNC.org. Yeah, no, it came from my husband. I asked him to send them because
That's Leo.
yes, because he's better at doing that than me.
What is
I think
Leo's, what is it? So
It
he'll.
just comes up as Leo.
It comes up Leo SR at ATT, I think, I don't
Okay.
remember.
In the future, all emails have to go through the VNNC email.
Yeah, well, I can have him
Let's-
do that
let's
for
do
me,
a
but
memo
the
on
bottom
that.
line is, I have trouble sending those things, he doesn't, so he sent them all for me twice.
Okay, but in the future, no bunny hop, no Leo, no nothing,
Just give him
just
permission to
VNNC.
go on your VNNC,
Yeah,
on your
well, I
behalf.
don't care about that, I can have him do that, it's just like I said, it was easier to have him do it because I had so many other things I was doing, and he doesn't have a problem with doing that, and I always do.
Beautiful, so,
So I let him do it.
very good. So then we'll put on the agenda to approve the February minutes
Yes, please.
without objection, so ordered. Treasurer's report.
Here.
Are you ready?
Oh,
There she is.
hello, Tracy.
You wanna come back to it? You walked right into it.
Yeah.
We got a lot on the agenda, so
Okay.
you wanna come back to it?
Yeah.
Mark Stacy, she's here.
Alright, Stacy is here.
Yes, I will.
Alright, so, and then we will leave the chairperson's reports unless Jeff wants to give us an update on the election real quick.
Stacy.
Well, just officially, since we're on the record, we discussed previously, but we're gonna have a meet and greet next house meeting, which is what date, Wednesday the 9th?
Wednesday, March 9th.
Okay, from 6 to 7. And what I'm going to do is send an email to all of the candidates, none of whom I know, with one exception, and invite them to come and answer questions and present themselves at that time. And hopefully we'll get a favorable response and they'll show up. We have flyers for the election that we're gonna get printed at VIP and spread around the landscape. Obviously, we got a lot of candidates, so I guess our outreach must have been worth it. We got 7 new people.
Some new blood.
No, I think it's the mayor going on the tubes and stuff.
Bill de Blasio.
Yeah.
Right. So, and we have, I guess we have an opportunity to advertise on TV again for the election.
I saw some emails with Howard and Time Warner Cable.
Yeah, so we're gonna look into that, and all in all, I think it's going pretty well.
Cool, so let's get the food there by 6, and anyone that attends will
Charlie Tuna guy.
continue that, yes. All right, thank you, Mr. Lynn. All right, so we'll just jump right into new business. Starting off, 8A, the VNNC to start the process of putting solar panels on all of the government buildings at the Civic Center in Van Nuys. The VNNC to create a community solar project with buy-in potential for local residents in and around the Civic Center. The VNNC to set forth an environmental plan that other neighborhood councils could use for future implementation and development. Do we have any discussion on that?
What's this $15,000?
That would be for the solar panels, but in all reality, it would probably be more around 3,000 or 5,000.
To install them where?
On the government buildings here at the Civic Center.
So this money's gonna come out of our budget? Who
Well,
pays
we're
it?
sitting on $40,000 and we need to get through
No, we
it.
got about 20,000 left.
All right,
No.
so,
Yeah, so you're.
Why would we- why
well,
would
give me a
we-
number, I mean, this makes,
Why would we pay, why would we pay
Well,
for a government building?
to have
Out of
solar
our own-
panels?
Out of our own little budget that we
can
have.
if we wanted to? or
Yes.
something?
I don't believe we can install anything on a government building.
Let's put it on the
Wait, wait,
agenda
wait.
and look into it.
You know, that's,
and
you got a
If you
point
guys
there, I
want a
don't think
smaller
we can.
number, that's fine, but this would be a
We-
nice
we
thing
would-
to do.
There is a way you can, but you would have to go
No,
through,
you can't.
no, what's his face,
The
Jeff
city
Brill.
controller, Galpin.
no, Galprin and Jeff Brill.
Good, we can go
And
through
do
both
a
of them.
contract, and why would we
Yes.
do that when they've got money?
Sign this
No,
last.
I'd say no,
I'm sure.
they do it out of their own damn.
I would have said no.
It's for the MEI.
So can we put a different number on this?
If you
No,
wanna
we
put up-
can,
if you wanna put it in-
we can come with a suggestion, but with no money. Why would we come up with any money for him?
I'll tell you, solar panels to power any one of these buildings here in the Civic Center, I mean, a house is close to $15,000-$20,000.
25, yeah, 20,
Exactly.
25,000.
Well, let's
There's
put
so
not
many
to
rip-off
exceed
ones.
5,000 and I'll look into it.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah, trust me, it's every bit of 15 and more.
Okay, we'll put not to exceed $5,000 and I'll do the due diligence and look into it.
And
Speak
that's,
up.
you have to make sure that they have to make sure they actually have a savings on, we have a house in, they're not getting any savings from it, so some of them might be a
All right,
bump.
look into savings,
Oh,
very good,
trust me,
thank you, Donna.
there's so many rip-offs out there,
All
right?
right, I make a
John,
motion, we adopt 8A,
I have one. Thinking at prices like $5,000, this would hardly pay to put solar on those outhouses out there, and they have automatic electricity anyway.
Exactly.
there you go.
So why don't we just say, nice idea, but.
George?
Yes,
Sahab wants to say something?
Yeah.
I don't know how it goes. I had some stuff I wanted to discuss with the board. Do I do it now, or?
Yeah,
I have like a proposal,
let's get through the first two things on this and then I'll call you up, so like 2 minutes.
just to keep on this side of your mind. I'm asking for money.
Good,
Okay.
fabulous.
okay, no problem.
I have avenues.
All right, I
No
make a
problem.
motion, we adopt 8A with the caveat that we change 15,000 to 5,000. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
With that, I call for the vote.
Okay, and,
Installing solar panels on,
okay, so this is 8A. Okay, George,
Yes.
Howard,
Yes.
I'm gonna abstain, sorry. Stacy?
No.
You got more guts than I got, girl. Okay. That's,
Joseph.
and, Mr. Lazarovitz.
no.
Okay, then it didn't pass.
All right, motion fails, thank you guys. 8B, the VNNC to propose a subway from Van Nuys to the west side and all the way through to Los Angeles International Airport. The VNNC to create a transportation infrastructure improvement plan, alleviating traffic throughout the San Fernando Valley. Who's for traffic? Let's see if we can get this guy on the
We're
agenda
gonna
next
have
week.
No, but I
Jerry.
think we should focus on like what Zev Yaroslavsky said about, like, if we're gonna do anything to transportation, we should just make the orange line more efficient.
But that's the other thing that he discussed at the December meeting, and that's where I got the idea from.
But,
Yeah, but what are we gonna do about building a subway from Van Nuys to the west side?
Yeah,
Well, we're
We're
the
gonna put
largest
$15,000.
yeah, and that's.
That
yeah,
tried
it's
to be
gonna-
sarcastic.
it's gonna take a
That's
couple
a start,
million,
it's a starting point.
But it's.
I am gonna miss this,
It's gonna take
guys.
a couple million, I'm sorry. I
So,
just-
I didn't mean it that way. it's just-
Anyway,
what are we gonna do about it?
You know what,
We're
I'll
the largest
second it.
council in the valley, we're
I'll
the
second
second
it.
largest council in the entire city of Los Angeles, and,
George, it's a good
I like the
idea.
idea. That's-
so there you
It's a
go.
good
So I
idea.
make a motion, we adopt the
Spearhead.
language in 8B as is.
I second it.
With that, I call for the vote.
I would go down to Boulder.
George?
Yes, Karina.
I mean, it's already been proposed by Metro as far as doing the studies. Maybe we should do a CIS as
Yeah.
far as.
That's all, you know what, that's good stuff, and I support that as well.
Okay.
but do that before we,
So are we
I
changing the
would like
wording?
to see 8B get on the agenda for next week, but
okay.
everyone is entitled to their vote, and
Well, let's put it on the agenda,
Obviously,
and then
8A didn't get through,
if it goes,
so-
if it goes to a CIS, at least it's something.
Yeah.
I make a
No,
motion, we adopt the language in 8B
I
as
second it
is.
Okay.
I call for the vote.
George,
Yes?
Howard,
Yes.
me, yes. Stacy,
Yes.
and Mr. Lazarovitz,
Yes.
passed.
Very good. Sahag, what's that up there, John?
Is this gonna be a bullet, or it's gonna have stop?
Yeah, it's
Gonna
a
have it
bullet, all
It's
right.
gonna go under a river, like the channel.
Through the woods to grandmother's house?
Over the hill.
Oh, Sahag,
Thanks,
is this
Sarah.
like what you're doing with Penny? 'Cause she was telling me about it. Okay, cool.
I might not have, actually.
Oh, the block party, yes. Oh,
I'll
live
sit
band?
next to you and share this one.
Thank you, thank you.
Is there a live band, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm proposing this Taste of Van Nuys.
I like that.
It's like a big, large block party. I'm working with Valley Glen Neighborhood Council to do the same over there. So I'm learning from the mistakes we make on that side to perfect it here. This is a very rough budget. So, but the things I'm offering are tables, chairs, tents, the stage for the music, which costs around 1,000 to 2,000.
Wow, nice.
The special permits and the staff that you need from DOT to kind of regulate it, which gets expensive because you close down streets. The proposed dates are June 19th or 26th.
The 19th is my anniversary.
Happy anniversary. From 1 p.m. to, remind me when it gets closer.
1 PM to what?
1 p.m. to 5 p.m. On a Sunday. So it's like an afternoon kind of festival where people can come, hang around, listen to live music, grab some
It's
food.
what, Penny's house, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
I prefer
exactly.
the 26th, but I am.
Yeah, 26 is better.
Because
That's
that's
But I'm
like
gonna be in Washington DC.
on the
I'm leaving on
19th.
the
It's the day
19th.
before my anniversary.
So we'll have 2 anniversaries to
There you
celebrate.
go, we can celebrate.
But the main point is I wanted to also kind of partner up with Mid Valley to kind of do a joint thing because we need a nonprofit anytime we do kind of an event this scale.
Yep.
And they would be our nonprofit that does the things that neighborhood council and our office couldn't do, such as get a moon bounce, do dunk tank to raise some funds for them, do barbecue. There's a lot less restrictions on nonprofits rather than city
Right.
entities.
Good work, sir.
So this is, again, just a rough proposal.
So what, your number adds up to what, 4,600?
Very roughly.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I'm trying to get Valley Glen Neighborhood Council to do a lot more on their end, but this is just a very rough estimate. I've talked to Mid Valley, they're supportive, they want to do something together. So I'm gonna see how much money they can also put into the pot. But I want to get something before,
I would be
Years
happy
in.
to
You know
put
what?
4,600 on and
We
see
can
what the
sell,
council
we can
gets
sell
there next
raffles
week.
for the police department.
that's exactly what we're trying to plan to do.
And there will be a fundraising for them too.
Exactly, like $1 a raffle, and they would conduct it,
Can
so
we
then
put,
our,
can Joseph be the first one? for
That's the
that?
only thing we
I
have.
know, but I'm gonna give it right back.
anything
I'm
Joseph.
happy,
Block party.
look, I'm happy with the 4,600 and we can argue the details next Wednesday.
Okay.
VNNC to support a Taste of Van Nuys at Archwood Street and Catherine Avenue, the 26th of June, 1 p.m. to 5 p.m., not to exceed 4,600.
Are we gonna have our
Without
tables and canopies?
Everything, yeah.
Absolutely.
I will get 10 to
Frisbee.
15.
Is this gonna be a joint venture between us and Valley Glen?
Yes,
No,
no?
Oh,
no.
That's
This,
their own,
this
they're
is
gonna have their
completely,
own?
they're gonna have their own,
Oh,
Okay.
and you guys are
So
gonna
this
have
is
your
the
own.
taste of Van Nuys,
This is Taste of Van Nuys,
Okay.
yes.
All right.
Richard,
So
you
how
have
much,
something?
how much is your office putting in?
It'll be around 3,000 to 4,000 by the end of this.
So how much is the whole thing gonna cost?
I'm working on it. I just,
Roughly.
roughly, I would
1.2
say
billion.
3.4. No.
Sold out.
Roughly, if we go with the flow, it'll, I wanna say 10 to 12.
Okay.
10 to
So
12.
you want about $4,000 from us?
46.
I would say
5,000?
4 to 5 to be,
Okay, so let's do it not to exceed 5,000,
yeah.
Oh, that's
Okay.
a lot of
Why not?
no, that's for us, I mean,
Okay,
this is
we'll argue
something
about it
that
next week.
Van Nuys
Yeah.
Alright.
would enjoy.
And the other part of it, I will talk to Mid Valley because they are nonprofit. They are able to ask people for donations and then work at it that way. So that's why I'm not asking for more from the neighborhood council. And I think we could all get our bang for our buck.
Yeah.
We could get more people involved in Van Nuys. We could get more people involved in the city and in Mid Valley by collecting names and signatures. I could go through the details later on,
Okay.
but this is just
Okay, let's
something
put it
I would
on
like
the
to
agenda.
do.
Are you thinking food trucks? You thinking,
I'm
No,
thinking
barbecue.
barbecue and people with tents, local restaurants that come
Yeah.
out to kind of highlight the local restaurants
That'd
in
be a
Van
great
Nuys
idea.
also.
yeah.
Yeah,
That'll be a great idea.
Yeah,
Thank
we're
you.
thinking of Mom's Barbecue.
yes.
There's a lot of restaurants in Van Nuys. Let's each have a
Well-
little,
I'm sure a lot of you
The
guys have
Cuban
closer
restaurant?
connections to the Van Nuys local restaurants, and I think we should bring those in and actually call it a taste of Van Nuys because they are from Van Nuys, these local restaurants.
we're
Very
gonna
good.
bring the Armenian ones?
Yes.
Whatever
The chair
you want.
recognizes-
Sure, sure.
The chair recognizes Richard Hoff.
Yeah, did he submit a funding request under the Mid-Valley?
He's going.
I'm going to. I've already spoken to Larry, the president.
So wait a minute, so, but you haven't submitted it tonight?
No,
No.
So when will it be vented for a member of the public to review?
So we'll put it on, we're just putting it on an agenda today.
But you're putting it on the agenda for funding?
No, for discussion. He's just to fill up the paper for the funding.
Mr. Thomas stated not to exceed 4,600, that means it's an action item.
It is.
It is an action item, yes.
So, but you're gonna commit.
We can vet it next week, because we still have time before June.
yes.
So
Yeah.
it-
That
it'll
is
probably
my-
take like 2 months to get the vote through.
That's why I wanted to put it in
Put it on the
today.
Yes,
agenda,
good.
don't vet it, vote.
All right.
Vote.
Yep, no, but Richard has a very good point, we need to go through the paperwork. So, without objection, I make a motion that, we adopt the language, the VNNC to support a Taste of Van Nuys, located at Archwood Street and Catherine Avenue, Sunday, June 26th, 1 to 5 PM, not to exceed $5,000.
We're changing the date, June 26th.
The
Yes,
26th.
26.
Good, much better. Then I can come and enjoy it too.
I call for the vote, Madam Secretary.
Who seconded that?
I did.
Yes.
Howard. Thank you, dear. Okay. And we're making this item C, 8C.
8A failed. Yeah, you can call it 8C, that's fine. But no, yeah,
Oh,
that's
put it
good, that's
down.
good. No, that's good,
Yeah,
you're good.
we have to keep track of A. Okay, George,
Yes.
Howard,
Yes.
me, yes. Stacy,
Yes.
Mr. Lazarovitz,
Yes?
passes unanimously.
All right, we're just gonna go down the list. Next up is Rubina and the,
Okay.
okay,
So we get two
Which
for the
one are-
price of one or one of them?
All right. And I have a funding request.
okay, we got a bunch of stuff here.
There's a ton of them.
Come on down.
Okay,
None of them here.
So last council meeting, I'm Maura McCarthy with Off the Wall Graffiti. And I wanted to introduce my co-founder, Paul Nasser. And so the last meeting, I told you guys about the electrical boxes that we are getting through with CD6. And so today I am either officially or unofficially asking you guys for money. So Polly's got that with our budget. And then I've got two other items, just quickly.
Stacy, did you get it?
I have another, she just asked me and I walked back and I forgot to give you another form. Perfect, here you go. Here's the application for that, yeah.
And technically, that's supposed to be filled out and brought
To this
now,
meeting.
filled
Yeah.
out, signed and ready to go, so that we can put it on the agenda for next week, or, for the second
So we can
Wednesday of the
vote on
month.
the
So
funding.
Got it.
if you could do that before you leave, and
Oh, sure, we'll
you
fill
can
it out
sign
right
it,
after,
that
as soon
makes
as
it.
we
Okay.
go-
Okay,
Yeah.
so in the
Yeah.
discussion, we'll figure out how much to fill it out for, I guess.
Yeah.
So we're doing,
The lesser you ask for, the more likely you will be to get it.
absolutely,
Just a word to the wise.
Got it.
So basically, we would be doing 10 electrical boxes along Van Nuys.
Yeah.
And we will be bringing in 10 artists from, we're trying to get as many local artists as possible, but also artists that have migrated to Los Angeles, myself included.
And you guys all got a copy or got a chance to look at the
Yes,
proposal?
very
Good.
nice.
So it would be roughly per artist a $500 fee for them to paint these boxes, which falls in about a standard to what we our standard day rate would be, which is roughly $350 to $500 a day as a professional artist to do these type of events. And then
And we're looking to the council member's office for that.
Goody.
And
Not
then
you.
on the,
No, you have to approve it. I mean, it's city property.
They'll do it.
oh,
That's
yeah.
right.
Yeah, they,
Right,
yeah,
city
the
property.
It's,
council has to.
this project has been happening all over Los Angeles, and they're very, they want all
Amenable.
these things painted, for sure. So on the other end, we'll also be doing, we'll also need to cover costs for paint. Roughly, to paint anything from start to finish, you need roughly $250 worth of supplies in order to complete the task, between drop cloths, tape, brushes, the paint itself. So
Is that per box?
Yeah.
per box, because in order, you know, everyone has to have
Their own
all the
kit.
colors, they're all, basically it's a paint kit. Every mural I do, before I even discuss getting paid, it's $250 for supplies, because otherwise you end up out of pocket. So we'd be looking for the $5,000 for the artists, and then roughly $2,500, but we're gonna be trying to work with local paint shops to get discounts and things to try to make it less than $250, but generally it would cost roughly $250 per box in order to accomplish it.
Okay, so you want,
7,500?
well, are you hitting up CD6 for 5,000?
For 5,000,
Yeah.
yes.
All right, so our contribution would be the 2,500 for kit fee.
Yeah, that would make
Right,
sense,
yeah.
and that I could do.
Right,
That's
Yeah.
what we're looking for.
yeah.
So you want the number to be 2,500?
Right. And then we're just looking to have
Hey, John. what
a
happened to
party
the sign?
afterwards, and so there are other items on our budget, but from you guys, we're looking for the 25.
For the
Okay.
25.
So then,
All right,
without objection, I make a motion, we put this on the agenda. Off the wall graffiti, the electrical boxes getting painted. 10 of them along Van Nuys Boulevard, $500 fee per artist, not to exceed 2,500.
Mr. Hopper has something to say.
Mr.
all right,
Hoff?
this is for kit fee only.
Yeah,
This is for the paint kit,
250
the
kit
$250
fee.
per, the paint kits, not for the artist's fee.
No, the artist fee you're gonna get from CD6,
Yeah, the 5,000.
okay?
Alright, so for the paint kit only, not to exceed.
2,500.
Yes, sir?
Up in San Francisco, they had a similar project that worked pretty well, right? But there was a big problem. Who owns the intellectual property that's put on those boxes? Do they own the artist's rights of what they painted, or does the artist retain those rights?
The thing about, well, it wouldn't be allowed to be printed on a t-shirt and sold as "look at this electrical box" without the artist's permission, but the box itself, the artists that are hired to.
Okay, I understand, but the big problem in
It's a
San
buyout.
Francisco is,
Is the
big problem in
question.
San Francisco is when they wanted to put into the city budget, a front page on their